Welcome to part 1 of Sharing Your Stories with the World. So I have this great story. Now what? We are living at a crossroads in communications history. It's easier than ever for the masses to create and distribute media to large audiences, and it's still more or less free. Although the tools for creating and distributing messages are cheaper, more powerful, and easier to use than ever before, competition for our attention is as fierce as it's ever been. Most people's attention spans can be kept for about 3 minutes, but they will decide within the first 30 seconds whether or not they will watch the rest of a video, read the rest of an article, or listen to the rest of a podcast. With all the available media outlets competing for our time and attention, and everything else we have going on in our busy lives, it's getting harder and harder to reach us and get us to notice anything longer than a soundbite unless we are compelled by a story or reached tactically. This is true online or offline. Whether you create videos, podcasts, a blog, a photo journal, or written articles, in order to have serious influence, you have to be tactical. That means thinking about what you want to accomplish and planning how you're going to distribute your stories first. It's important to remember that video, text, and audio don't play by different rules. They are all content formats that can be passed on socially. Although they are different vehicles, they share similar qualities for achieving success. Web video particularly is like blogging in some senses. If you want to create an ongoing dialogue or have lasting impact, you can't just create one piece of content and be done. You must continue to create content over time until you have a large opt-in audience that consistently wants to interact with and spread your content organically. Community is key. Don't assume your intended viewers, listeners, or readers will find your stories without your help. Regardless of your format, you must actively seek people who are most likely to be interested in your subject matter and interacting on some level. Take time to understand what your audience wants and then deliver more than they expect, so they'll keep coming back for more. It may take time to hit on what inspires your audience to participate versus just passively consuming your stories, and people have different triggers for engagement. Even overnight sensations usually don't happen overnight. Unless you have a massive brand and deep pockets, or you get lucky, it will take time and effort to get your content recognized and build a loyal following. Recognize your limitations and seize opportunities. Utilize your existing relationships, experiences, knowledge base, and free online tools to help expand your audience and create more buzz. Focus on your strengths, but become well-rounded. Whether your focus is video, photography, audio, or writing, you should practice and post other formats. It gives you more experience, rounds out your media toolbox, provides opportunities to reach more people with your message, and creates conditions for richer audience interactions. And as you experiment and produce more content, you will hone your skills and find your strengths, niches, and beats. Just keep creating. In part 2 of Sharing Your Stories with the World, we'll cover the free, popular, and easy-to-use online tools for sharing your stories and provide some tips for getting your stories noticed online.